My name is Gustia Putudesri Damayanti, number 15, class 11, science 2. On this occasion, I will tell a story with the title Garlic and Shallot. Once upon a time, in a village lived a family consisting of a father, mother, and a teenage girl named Beautiful Garlic. They are a happy family. Although Garlic's father only merchants, but they live peacefully and get along well. But one day, Garlic's mother ill and eventually died. Garlic and her father similarly bereaved. In the village lives also a widow who has a child named Charlotte. Since Garlic's mother died, she often pays a visit to the house of the Garlic. She often brew the food, helps take care of the house, or simply accompany Garlic and her father chatting. Finally, Garlic's father thinks that it might be better if he was married to the Charlotte's mother. Garlic not so lonely anymore. With consideration of the Garlic, her father is married to the Charlotte's mother. Initially, Charlotte and her mother are very kind, but their real nature gradually started to become visible. They often scold Garlic and give her heavy work if her father is away. Garlic must be worked on all the homework, while Charlotte and her mother just sitting alone. Of course, Garlic's father don't know it, because Garlic never tell it. One day, Garlic's father ill and later died. Since then, Charlotte and her mother increasingly powerful and arbitrarily against Garlic. Garlic had to be up before dawn to prepare the bathwater and breakfast for the Charlotte and her mother. She had to feed the cattle, watering gardens, and washing clothes to the river. Garlic must still be ironed out, took care of the house, and many other jobs. But Garlic is always doing her job with glee, because she hoped that someday her mother would love her. This day, as usual, Garlic brought a basket containing of the clothes that will be washed in the river. With a small singing, Garlic donned a path on the edge of a small forest of the usual kind. That day the weather was sunny. Garlic immediately washed all dirty clothes which she carried. She is too excitedly and not aware that one shirt has been drifting or carried by the current. That wretched clothes drift is her mother's favorite clothes. Realizing it, the clothes has drifted too far. Tried Garlic down to the river to look for it, but didn't manage to find it. In desperation, Garlic returned house and told her mother, "Basic sloppy, I don't want to know. Anyway, you have to find that dress and don't dare go home if you don't find it. Understand?" Garlic is forced to obey her mother's wishes. She immediately donned the place to wash. The sun was setting, but Garlic also has yet to find her mother's clothes. She put up her eyes, carefully checked every extension route protrusion into the river. Who knows, her mother's clothes are there. After stepping away and the sun was already leaning to the west, Garlic looked a shepherd who was beating his buffalo. "Excuse me, uncle, whether uncle looking a red dress that drift through here?" "Yes, I saw earlier. If you pursue fast, maybe you could get it." Today is already getting dark, and Garlic had started to despair. From a distance, it looks like that comes from a hut on the banks of the river. Garlic immediately approached the hut and knocked on it. "Excuse me." "Who are you, son?" "My name is Garlic. I'm looking for my mother's clothes, and now I'm late. May I stay here tonight?" "Yes, of course. Whether you're looking for an outfit that is red?" "Yes. Did grandmother find it?" "Yes, it was stuck in front of my house. Well, I'm going to return it, but you have to keep me accompanied. Used to be here for a week. It's been a long time since I talked to anyone." "How?" "Yes, I would accompany grandmother for a week." During the week, Garlic stayed with grandmother. Garlic always helps grandmother every day. Of course, grandmother was pleased. And finally, it's been a week. "Son, already a week you're living here, and I'm glad because you're a diligent and dutiful son. For that, match my promise. You may bring your mother's clothes and one more. You may choose one of two pumpkins as a gift." Two pumpkins were different size, one large and other small. Originally, Garlic refused given the price, but grandmother still forced her. Since Garlic is not a greedy person, she chose a smaller pumpkin. Arriving at the house, Garlic handed the clothes belongs to her mother. After that, she went to the kitchen to chop the pumpkin. What a surprise! When the pumpkin split, it turns out to contain much gold jewelry. Charlotte and her mother know it, immediately robs the jewelry. "Garlic, tell me how you can get this much gold jewelry." Garlic told her mother all the truth. Hear the story of the garlic. Charlotte and her mother plan to do the same thing, but this time Charlotte will do it. In short, the end of Charlotte to the grandmother at the hut. Like Garlic, grandmother asked Charlotte to accompany her during the week. Unlike an avid Garlic, during the week Charlotte just lazying. If anything done, then the outcome is never good because it is always done with random. And finally, it's been a week and grandmother allowed Charlotte to go to the house. Isn't it supposed to grandmother gave me a pumpkin as a gift? Because for accompanying you during the week. Grandmother was forced to enjoin Charlotte selects one of two pumpkins that offered. With quick, Charlotte take grit and without saying thanks to grandmother. Arriving at the house, Charlotte met her mother and happily saw the pumpkin which she carried. For fear of Garlic will request action, they had Garlic to go to the river. Then, with impatience, they chopped the pumpkin. But it turns out that instead of gold jewelry out of the pumpkin, but the venomous animals such as snakes, scorpions, and others. The animals were directly attacked Charlotte and her mother to death. That is the reward for those people who are greedy. So, it was the story with the title Garlic and Charlotte. Thank you so much.